so that the magic is made.
Chad! I'm president! And this is the news! The news!
New evidence included a rolled-up $20 note with a narcotic residue has reportedly been found in an apartment of Oscar-nominated actor Heath Ledger, who was found dead in his Soho apartment yesterday. The $20 note, several drug passes containing unknown substances, and bottles of prescription drugs were listed on the official police report from the scene, and were being tested at the lab. Entertainment site TMZ said it had confirmed with the police sources that the $20 was rolled up in a certain way with a powdered substance on it. Sources said the way the bill was rolled up made them suspicious. I'm suspicious of what carries on.
What? What are you suspicious of?
Continue.
What? In local news, the Westeron School District is mourning the loss of one of its teachers. Leanne Halter, 55, died Monday. Miss Halter was an English teacher in the cultural women's tennis team in Eroticor High School. Halter died from a head injury suffered from a fall Sunday at a friend's house. The school will provide counselors as long as they need it. I think they need something type of counselor.
TV's Weather Channel recently released a CD comprising 12 of what it is called the most popular jazz selections that's played on its local on the 8s. Weather screens, tunes presumably requested by those who have to watch the Weather Channel often enough to interact with their favorites. You know the weather, you know the local on the 8s, like tells us the weather. Yes, they are releasing a 12-song CD, and I hope it's pretty good, so we will get back to you on that.
An Indonesian fisherman who is half man, half tree has been offered new hope for recovery by an American doctor and vitamin A! 32-year-old Dede, who lives in a remote village of Indonesia with his 2 children, feared that he would be killed by the tree-like growths that cover his body, known locally as Tree Man. His condition has baffled local doctors for 2+ years. He has root-like structures growing out of his body, branches that can grow up to 5 centimeters a year, and which protrude from his hands and feet, and welts covering his whole body. In an attempt to earn a living to support his family, he is part of a circus troupe displaying his Tree Man limbs along with others afflicted by skin deformities in freak shows. Freak is a bad word in this case. Okay, the former fisherman was the subject of a documentary Half Man, Half Tree, part of My Shocking Story series on Discovery Channel TV. Dede's story begins when wart-like roots start growing out of his arms and feet after he cut his knee in a teenage accident. The medical world has completely baffled. President Bush and his top aides publicly made 935 false statements about the security risk posed by Iraq in 2 years following September 11, 2001. According to a study...
Oh dear. Oh dear.
According to a study released Tuesday by 2 non-profit journalism groups, in short, the Bush administration led the nation to war on the basis of erroneous information that is methodically propagated and that is culminated by military action against Iraq on March 19, 2003, reads an overview of the examination conducted by the Center of Public Integrity and affiliated group QWAY for Independence in journalism. According to the study, Bush and 7 top officials, including Vice President Dick Cheney, former Secretary of State Colin Powell, and then National Security Advisor Condoleezza Rice made 935 false statements about Iraq during these 2 years.
Egypt!
A man went to the hospital after a shooting in Rochester's West Side early morning. Police were called to the West Main Street just after 3:30 a.m. for a report of the person shot. When they arrived, they found a 20-year-old male with a gunshot wound to his left arm and right leg. During the investigation, it was determined he was shot a short distance away near the corner of Wentworth and Brown Streets. He was taken to Strong Memorial Hospital with non-threatening life injuries. That's pretty good. A man was sentenced to 25 to 65 years in prison on Tuesday for killing a cellmate that he stole his snack cake. Benny Rochelle, 19 years old, was convicted of a second-degree murder last month for the November 2006 death of 46-year-old Jose Estrada. Rochelle was in the Kent County Jail on a drug-related charge when prosecutors say he discovered a honey bun snack cake was missing. He dragged Estrada on the top of the bunk bed, sending him crashing headfirst into the concrete floor of the jail gel. The Rochester Fire Department says careless smoking caused a deadly fire on North Winton Road early Monday morning. Investigators found smoking materials in the bedroom of Marianne Mahagan's first floor apartment. They say that's where the fire started. Investigators say there are no working smoke detectors in the apartment. What do you know? Firefighters returned them to the neighborhood Tuesday to hand out smoke detectors to residents. The fire department says if you need a smoke detector or batteries, give them a call at 428-1362. Police questioned a man about a missing 19-year-old college student, but the police said the man they questioned was not a suspect in her disappearance. That's what investigators said. The man was interviewed because he had given a ride home to Brianna Dennison's friend the night Dennison mysteriously vanished. Police said late Tuesday. Dennison was last seen 4 a.m. on Sunday. Police said she was sleeping on a couch near an unlocked glass door after a night of partying. When her friends awoke later that morning, she was gone, but her clothes, purse, and cell phone were left behind. Authorities have classified Dennison's appearance as a possible abduction. Two of her friends, Jessica Deal and KT Hunter, said they started making breakfast Sunday morning when they realized Dennison's personal items were still there.
Snowy! Cold!
It's windy!